and it gave us food. It says it was a very formidable foe, and this bread is pretty tasty. It says, until now, I never really thought about the thought of eating, but Miss Artoria, you eat food like it's so delicious, so I got influence, and now that I'm imitating it, I cannot stop. It says, I do agree, Artoria, for the tribe of the wind, you sure eat a lot. It says, anybody that sees objectives in eating or dining is mostly tilted towards the tribe of the Fang. Are you perhaps a tribe of the Fang instead? It says, unfortunately, I'm neither of the sixth tribe. Neither of the sixth tribe. I'm just a lesser fairy here, so... Since I'm the lesser fairy, I can't be in any of the tribes. And the fact that the practice of consuming food is at the town of Tendanjiru. Tangel. I don't know how to say that in English. Titangel's the town of Titangel, everybody kept giving us food. Yeah, keep giving me food, so I started eating. The town of Tangel. So you are the one who survived Woodworth's the prophecy child hunt. So it was true. Well, it's not like I was able to survive or manage to escape. It's more like I was able to use magic. Magic from Merlin, and yes. Yeah, I didn't do anything so fancy. I wonder why it's so I wonder why it's so boasted up. It says to be perfectly Gareth, do you know why in the fairyland a restaurant started to do you know why restaurants started to become popular? No. I actually don't know. I wasn't good enough or wanted to I wasn't good enough or wanted to check what's inside the restaurant in the first place. It says the reason why there is a there is a quote unquote food the reason why there's a lot of restaurants in the town where the Fang the tribe of the Fang is, right? Clan, tribe. The reason why is to suppress their imminent violent urges. A lot of the people would say that there's no respect. The clan or the tribe of the Fangs have no respect and manners. And if that's the case, it's embarrassing to be in a platoon under the Queen's army. Your desires and your tendencies need to be fulfilled by eating food. Watch and learn from Woodworth. Watch and learn from Woodworth. He'll teach you the way. And next thing you know, it started out as a suppression of urges of meaningless violence. Has turned into a one big gigantic chain, or quote unquote a supermarket, or a quote unquote company. And he became a restaurant owner and was even almost labeled the successor of the fairyland. Is it the reason why Mr. Woodworth is so loud when it comes to manner, and so loud when it comes to rules, and always constantly wearing things like human? And get up and dress up is, yep. It's in order, yep. It's in order to suppress and try to ignore, trying to ignore or suppress or alleviate this impulse urges he has every so often. It says he is the elder tribe member, and he's doing his very best to be diligent in honesty, but unfortunately his urge still remains the same. He's very violent, very desirable, and he feels great making fun and crushing the weak ones. He's essentially the avatar of the tribe of the Fang. It says, currently he's more rounded up ever since the Fairy Knight's establishment. He's been more calmed down, but now he's become an old, he's essentially become an old figure that can't be touched. He's just an old man that has power to control a lot of things on his own. So is Mr. Woodworth not that strong? Yep. Technically now he's a Rotoru. It says currently, he's now an old man. So technically his battle fatigue is faltered and he's weaker than ever before. The fact that you were able to defeat the Drakes, right? The Drakes or Drake, you guys are stronger than ever. We're going to defeat Woodworth one way or another. Later, once that happens, we should head towards the restaurant. It says I only went there a couple of times, but their dishes and cuisine are top tier, especially the salad. Every battle needs a reward after all. So, think of it as your reward and be expecting delicious food after you help Artoria out, okay? It says, see, look, it seems that Artoria and Gareth is talking with Oberon at that campfire. Well, the reason why we're separated is because this conversation is going to go beyond. This goes beyond, and I don't want Artoria and others to really listen to it, because... Huh? It says, hey, even I'm bad for this situation? Come on now. I'm technically a proper human history servant here. What's wrong with me being here? Fine. I did want to talk to you too, Muramasa. Are you gonna still stay with us? Fine. We'll continue the topic then on. It's that Drake's proper human history's purpose. The real reason that proper human history Drake drags down the victims is not because they want to have a lover or, have a relationship. It says the real reason why, aka Drake, the Drake's real objective is to have actual active sexual relationship with a male. In girl's form, when the child is born, when the child is born, the child is taken care of. Meaning, it says, what that thing wanted was not a lover, but a baby. Essentially, Drake wanted a baby. And essentially, that's where Melusine comes into play, because Melusine is one of the successful, aka water spirits, right? That succeeded in housing a child with one of the kings, right? Or one of the more political figures. But she had a specific rule that she has to turn herself into a specific monster, and you mustn't look, right? The crane pattern of you shouldn't look in whatsoever while she's bathing for that whole day. So yeah, what she wanted was not a lover, but a child. She wanted to birth a child. Or it wanted to birth a child. Yep. That's essentially... That's what the proper human history Drake would be a sound to. But in the Fairyland Drake, it wasn't able to do that. Because after all, you saw how many males they were able to track down, right? But at the same time, they were screaming that. You know what that means? It says, oh my god, does that mean that in the land of fairy, you can't have any children? Yep. That's practically what it comes down to. And technically, the problem goes a step further. It says, while we are on this journey, so far we've understand that fairies are trying to mimic a human society and try to replicate the civilization of what humanity has come through. In essence, both the terminology coexist and acknowledges the existence of each other. After all, if the fairy lifestyle, doesn't have it, you could say the same thing for the human civilization. That humans, the human civics don't apply to fairy rules. It means that if you are in the land of the fairy, you can't make babies. TLDR. In this Lost Belt, the concept of bearing a child doesn't exist. The fact that it's not father and son, but predecessor and the inheritor, the fact that the fact that they used those terminology in the first place, I had a slight idea. Oh my god, is B6 going to be birthing of a child? Oh, it is, because it's going to be the Messiah. Oh, fuck. It's gonna be like the birth version of Tiamat. Oh, damn. That's gonna be crazy. Just hold up. I can understand. Yeah, wait just a minute. Fairies naturally spawn, right? I heard that these things are essentially an existence of natural born instincts, right? But then how the hell are humans being born if you don't leave a seed? They don't just pop out of nowhere like a grass, do they? Humans are being produced, I think. So yeah. We're being like cattle's chat. We're artificially being produced like cattle. I don't know how they're exactly going to be doing it. I don't know if they're doing like a homunculus alchemy type, or they're doing like a I don't know if they're doing something like essentially what she's talking about is that maybe it's a machinery incubation, right? Where you get the sperm and the egg to fertilize inside of this incubator and then kind of create it. But at the same time, they'll probably use like an essence of human and then like artificially creating human, like a homunculus type or something else entirely. I don't really know. It says, yeah, there's no parents, there's no relations, there's no brothers, there's no fathers, there's no mothers. Nothing like that has ever occurred. They're being created or produced as one being, carefully being matured and being shipped. Essentially, cattle, pigs, cows. Yeah. Or like a cattle, chat. It says, I'm pretty sure there is a conceptual being or a concept of practice of marriage of one another, but I don't think they can make a child. That's what human is, and that's what humans are in this fairyland. To us, it's an illogical move and a system that is way out of bound. But in the fairyland, the fairies for Artoria and Gareth, it's so basic that there's no reason for them to doubt in the first place or even think of an other motif. They think it's natural, right? Slavery is natural. Like that's what this whole concept of this place is, right? And that's very important when I'll explain it later more. Like, that's why Agartha was so important. But yeah, because Artoria and Gareth naturally thinks that, humans are not really slaves, but not really, us, not really fairies. So because they're not really fairies, they're thinking them as less than fairies, but at the same time, those two don't disrespect humans. Other people do, right? Segregation, different thoughts and process, da-da-da-da-da. And so in basic, it's so basic and it's such a norm, right? It's such a norm to have a quote unquote human as a luxury, right? Humans in general as a luxury in this world that it's quite problematic. But at the same time, it's a basic concept that it's a, Hadoi, like duh kind of deal. And so that reason why Da Vinci didn't want to talk about it is because they would question, Gareth and Artoria would constantly question it because it's the norm, right? Humans don't have babies. Fairies don't have babies. So they're not going to be like, who cares? Who cares why humans don't get babies? To us, that's like a super fucking red alert, right? And that's like a big no-no. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I don't know why that happened. I don't know how that happened. I don't understand perfectly in this current stage, but I'm pretty sure if Protag were to bring this up and if the conversation goes the way I think, you're probably going to get shocked. And because you're going to get shocked, you're going to feel awkward around Artoria and Gareth for the rest of the journey. So that's why I wanted to just trade this information between us. So it says, I'm probably be okay, but I see. Humans are one generation only. Or pigs on the farm? Something like that. It says, okay, if we go this far, it should be fine, right? It says, yeah, I'll be going to bed. I'll be preparing myself to bed. I'll be preparing myself to sleep for tomorrow. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't wake up. I shouldn't wake anybody up. If they need the rest. They need the rest. It says, hole. I see. From Protag's tent, something started to fly away. I wonder what that is. Is it a bird? I wonder if they're I wonder if they're secretly getting that as a pet. I don't think so. I don't know about that. Oh, sorry. Welcome back, Buranka. How was knowledge? Is the calamity going to start at tomorrow? It's not happening. Oh, damn. I'm glad that I'm glad that we were able to make it on time. Just in time, huh? But in the end, it seems that we can't change the future prediction that Ainsel has made. If you think about it and reread the word backwards, until the child of prophecy arrives, there will be no calamity arriving in knowledge, huh? If Artoria arrives at knowledge, knowledge will perish. We knew that, and we understood that, and we brought her along, huh? Artoria is going to get rid of this calamity, and she's going to burden the destruction of knowledge on her shoulder. What a messed up way to lead someone to their throne. I hate it because the acting players can't even have the determination to change that outcome no matter what we do. But if we cannot do this, we cannot start on our journey to we cannot start our true journey for the prophecy. Because prophecy aside, the knowledge will probably be the first bell that the altar of the bell that's going to be rung. Yeah. Thanks for all your help, Branca. You should be tired. Rest up, alright? It says, yep. I'm staying, yep, of course I am. I'm staying quiet about the town of knowledge can't be saved. I've kept that quiet for so long to everyone. It is a sin, it is a crime that they don't need to know. Any excessive baggage, I'll carry the burden, and I'll carry it on my shoulders. Don't think too hard on me, and don't think too much of it, Branca. Everything is going according to the prophecy. And you even said yourself, right? Before the calamity actually starts, we have about a day, right? Protag and Artoria would need a fond memory before this mess. Tomorrow, I want them to enjoy knowledge as much as they can. So the battle will be for tomorrow, right?